What's up, guys, and welcome to my channel with Ty. If you didn't notice, I changed the name to my channel from Aquariums with Ty to with Ty. I just think it sounds better, and I'll tell you more details on why I changed the name in another video, but not this one. Okay, so if you watched my last video, you know that I left that video going to buy new fish, and I haven't shown you anything since. So, are you guys ready to see what fish I got? Alright, there they are. You see them? They're hiding, actually. Okay, so they're behind this wood. Now, it's normal for fish to hide when they're not used to you. You know, like, I bought the fish and then I've been at work. So they literally haven't seen me at all. Alright, and as you can see, there's no decorations. I have literally done nothing. And I'm kind of doing everything backwards. So this wood, I'm not going to keep this wood. But for now, it's a good hiding spot for the fish, as you can obviously see. So all this sand in here was on the wood previously from when it was in the tank before. So that's why there's speckles of sand, because I'm going to wash out the sand, get all the nasty smelly stuff out of it from the move, and then I'll get that going. Okay, are you actually ready to see them now? I'm going to show them to you guys now, but I'm going to have to like set up the camera and then step away from the tank, because they are a little skittish right now, so it's whatever. Alright, so I put some food in to kind of lure them out. They would come out anyway, but I'm just impatient. Alright, here we go. I got Bolivian rams. These are super awesome fish. I absolutely love Bolivian rams. They're definitely my favorite dwarf cichlid. You know, they're not the most colorful, but they have some awesome colorations on them. They got the red on the fins. They got the stripe down the eye. They're just a really awesome fish. If you haven't kept Bolivian rams, I highly would suggest you try them out, because they have tons of personality. They can fit in a small tank, which means you can set up a tank pretty easily. The smaller the tanks, the easier they are to set up. Man, I can't talk. Okay, I'm getting excited. So if you're looking close at these fish, you'll see that some of them kind of have the hollowed out belly. That's a really good sign of internal parasites. And pretty much in my experience, at least, well, I guess I always live in areas that don't have the greatest fish stores, but every fish I seem to buy ends up having internal parasites, so I've gotten pretty good at dealing with it. But I will say, when it comes to ram cichlids, it can be really hard to beat the internal parasite, basically. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because, like, when you buy a ram cichlid, they're pretty much already fully grown, so the parasites have set in. I don't know, but I have a hard time getting rid of them in rams. So basically what I want to do is I'm going to bring you guys along for the journey with these. I'm going to be completely upfront. There's a couple of these guys who have the sunken bellies, and I'll be honest, I bought these guys at PetSmart because all the local fish stores in my area are pretty bad. So, getting PetSmart Bolivian rams, they're probably going to have some guppies, and, any fish could have something on them, no matter where you buy them. I always treat fish as if they have them anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But these guys do have some hollowed out bellies, so hopefully I can show you guys my success in, putting some weight on them and really showing some good, healthy Bolivian rams. If not, if there's something I'm forgetting, then you guys can yell at me in the comments, say, hey, do this, do that. And I would gladly learn from that, because I'll be honest, I'm not like an expert or anything. I just make videos on what I know. And so far that's, hasn't been too many crazy things, but I like to show you guys my pets, and I like to make videos, and the stuff I do talk about, I do know I have tested and it works. So that's kind of what this channel's all about, is testing out Like, I like to do product reviews and testing out, different types of, like, the newest one was Hex Shield for me, and that worked when I had some firemouth cichlids, but these are Bolivian rams, so we'll see if it does the same thing. Anyways, I don't know where I was going, but I will say this batch of Bolivian rams does look pretty good. They're active, they're eating, they're doing all the things that you want a fish to do. So hopefully we can get them nice and strong and robust and breed them, because that's what I really want to do. I hope you guys aren't let down by my first selection of fish in the new fish room. I think this is a great choice. Dwarf cichlids, if you've never kept them, you should definitely try, and you should definitely start out with Bolivian rams because they're super hardy dwarf cichlid, great beginner fish. If you want a fish that has tons of personality, if you want a bottom dweller, a fish that is easy to breed, things like that, it's a good fish. So it might not be the prettiest fish, it's not like saltwater quality. I guess it's a saltwater quality of brown if that's what you're looking for, but they have the stripe on the eyes, they have the red fins, or the red in their fins, which is pretty cool to me. And I kind of like the more natural freshwater looking fish, biotopy looking fish, and that's what I think of when I see Bolivian rams. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And just so you guys are aware, I am medicating these guys with General Cure. General Cure is a really good quarantine medication. It treats for a bunch of different things, hence the name General Cure, and it takes care of a lot of different parasites. So it's always good to start off with a medication that can do something like that. And after I see how these guys react to the General Cure, as far as like, do they start putting on weight and getting rid of that hollow belly? If the General Cure doesn't work, the next thing I'm going to try is Hex Shield, which I've used once in the past already. I used it with my firemouth cichlids, and because I had one cichlid that was kind of showing signs of a hollow belly too, and maybe it was two, I can't remember, but it worked on them. So if General Cure doesn't work, I'm going to try this. I'm not going to do both at the same time, just because, I don't know how the medications mix together. So I'm going to wait, do a couple water changes, and then I'll try this if the General Cure doesn't work. So we'll talk about that in a future video. Anyways, that's how I'm quarantining these fish. There's some other things you can do. You can quarantine for ick. I don't think they have it. I mean, if they did, we'll medicate the ick at that point. But I don't always start off quarantine. I can't talk today. I don't always start off medicating for ick because, one, if the fish don't have it, then there's no point. So, and it's an external parasite, so you can usually see it. I know it doesn't always start out externally, but I don't always do it at first, and I haven't had a fish die from ick for a long time. So what's the plan for this tank? Well, one, I want to breed these guys. I want to get some new Bolivian rams and grow them up. That's kind of my goal with this tank. Also, I kind of want to make this a community tank as well. So I want to get some tetras. So let me know what tetras you guys want to see. I have kind of mine in mind, but it's not always what a lot of people want to see. So we'll see what happens. But I want tetras. I want some other different types of fish. I don't know yet. So let me know what you guys think. The next video is going to be getting rid of this sponge filter. I already have my new filter, and we're going to be setting it up. So if you guys want to see that, then watch my next video. It's going to be awesome. And we got to figure out what to do with this. I haven't gotten rid of this yet or hit it or anything, but we'll figure out what we're doing with this heater. Anyways, I'm going to be doing work on this and bringing you guys along for the ride. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Toodaloo.